3 or 4 there in pretty much every set, and your coach is calling timeout. What did she say to you during those timeouts that changed it really, or was it anything she said?
Pretty much that we got a side out, and she put it. We would do drills in practice to see how fast we could get out of that drill, and I think that really kind of set it for us.
It was basically you have to get through all the rotations siding out on a serve without making an error, otherwise you go back to 1. So and it is tough, but it's great in a situation like a game to 15 where you don't have a lot of points to work with, so you've got to come out and we did start out a little slow in the 5th game, and then all of a sudden found our groove midway through.
What does it say for you guys about the team that you were able to come back and either you tied it in most of the sets and came back and won obviously enough of them?
I mean, a lot of it is just it's honestly, I think it's just hard. How bad do you want it? How hard are you going to outwork the other team?
We were able to limit our errors in those stretches. Those were the stretches that we kind of played error-free volleyball. And I have to say tonight, I feel like I know we've blocked well. Other nights, we've blocked well tonight, but I felt like we dug well around the block. People were kind of flying around on the court and just getting a body in front of the ball, and I think that frustrated them because they were trying to put the ball to the floor.
As far as the blocking in on you guys, how effective do you think your block was? Not only the stuff block that counts for points, but as far as you tip one or they cover it. How effective was the block for you guys tonight?
Very effective, I think, because it always made them out of system, and then it'd give us another chance. So I think.
Yeah, a lot of our blocks too tend to go. A lot of them, not all of them, because we did tonight block a lot straight down. But a lot tend to go into the deep court, and they end up scrambling and having to send over a free ball to us, which I think tonight we really capitalized on free balls and actually were able to put the ball away.
The 4th set seemed kind of like an anomaly for you guys. What you mentioned earlier, you played error-free. Was that a case of more errors, or was that just them wanting to stay alive?
Yeah, I don't know. It's funny because you look at both teams. Both teams went through the streaks. But the first match we played against them, we were down, I was just looking at it, I want to say down almost 10 points in the first set against them there, and we won. And then the second set, we lost by a few points, and it was the same thing. It was that streakiness. So I think tonight, too, one of the other keys besides defense was our serving. Our serving was tough, and they were not able to get the ball to the setter. And that made her have to run around and either go get the ball or somebody else had to deliver the balls to the hitters. And a lot of times they weren't close to the net. So they were giving us opportunities to dig on those balls.
When you guys get into that 5th set, it seems like you really were trying to go to Ashley a lot. Because my math, you had 6 kills in that set out of the 15 points. Was that an emphasis, or was it just a matter of you got the sets and you did what you needed to do?
I think it was just pretty much we moved the ball around, and when it was open, it did come to me, and I had to make sure that I did do my job.
And she does one of those rotations. She's actually in the front row with 2 hitters, and we were trying to isolate hitters from the antenna to the antenna, and that's what opened her up, and then also opened up Maddie or Kristen for opportunities with 1-on-1 or sometimes 1-on-1.5. It wasn't a full 2 all the time. So.
And this is the longest home stretch you guys have for the season, and it's kind of coming at the end. How important is it to build as much momentum as you guys can and play as well as possible in these last 4 matches?
Incredibly important.
Especially trying to get into the tournament and then building into the tournament. The tournament is the top 8 teams. You're going to play all the tough teams. It's not easy games. So it just build your momentum and build your team up to get ready for those games.
Yeah, and if we play the way we played tonight, and then play a little bit better on Saturday, and a little bit better next Friday, and a little bit better the next Saturday, I think we actually will be ready for the tournament. It's one of those things. I think we've worked really hard to find our identity. I mean, we've had a lot of different people rotating in and out. We've got depth on our bench, people who have stepped up in key times to be able to help us out.
Thanks, you guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.